We're here. We're finally here. I hope the beacon of this lost city actually works.
For fuck's sake, it's better. Walking to the pole would be a pain in the ass. Our rover mods have made my baby more sluggish than, well, me after a few drinks. Anyway, I can tell you that we aren't the first to go down this path.
You think it's the ASC?
Not sure, but I can make out tracks. Some of which look older than you.
This brings back memories.
What else is fucking new?
No, I've been down that road before. Yeah, I'm 50, 90, 100% sure it's with your father.
And you couldn't say that earlier?
I wasn't familiar with the road. I'm sorry. I just didn't realize that this was the city that we...
All right, settle down, you two. Let's not dwell on the past. We can do that later, when it's warm. But Scott, if you've been here before, your memories could be useful.
I wonder if Victor's beat us to the punch. If he did.
He wouldn't destroy it. He couldn't. He's an egomaniac. He'd just want credit for being the first to turn it. No, what worries me is what happens if he discovers our secret.
Either way, it's time to end this. Time for a little payback. Mancer style.
Zach, I'm nervous. Whatever we discover could change our lives, and everyone's on Mars. Do we really want to contact a planet that has neglected us for so long?
If we don't do it, someone else will. And they might have less than pure intentions.
True. Better us than someone like Victor. But still, it's such a precarious responsibility.
Maybe there's hope, right? Maybe we'll encounter... Let's see. First of all, set up our team. Let's replace Amelia with Andrew. She's not mandatory anymore. Scott Seeker's here. Andrew, there we go. I feel like it just makes sense to bring a Technomancer along for what's going on next. So, let's maintain hope. Maybe after this is over, we'll still head back to town. And then maybe when we head back to town, there'll be like some kind of, I don't know, like a trial against Victor or something. I just need to hold out hope that something's gonna happen. No matter how you phrase it though, like, at the very least, that was a really bad way of handling the end of the, that long quest. It's the longest quest of the entire game so far, to be all like, let's do these 17 different things about trying to get favor against Victor. And then your payoff in the moment is just a shouty scene.
Sanctuary of research, my birthplace of epiphany. It's not very far, I infer. It's somewhere here, near the cliff.
Let's go take a look. I'm curious.
Over here, you're saying? You got a camp over here? Let's take a look then. Oh, they look friendly. I gotta say, if the ASC got here...
So this is the infamous camp. You must have been some kind of masochist to set up shop here. The temperature alone.
I had all the motivation I needed. I wanted to save my son. This is where I learned everything.
So this is where it all began.
Yes, Zachariah. In a way, this was your womb.
I just realized we put all that work into upgrading the rover so that we could chip our way through some ice and stuff like that. And then what was our end result? Is we find out the ASC is already here, which means that the ASC would have brought probably several rovers, because... Ow! They would have to bring several rovers or something like that in order to get through here in large numbers, because they're going to have like a small army of characters here, judging by how all of our encounters with the ASC go. And if that's the case, then they would have already bulldozed their way through the ice, completely nullifying the need for us to have so much work put into modifying our vehicle. So they basically just undid my entire last quest in a weird way. How did I miss that? He was totally stunned. Hey, buddy. One of those other weird little quirks of this game. Whoa, I have like a hit point left. Got a little cocky when I saw there was only one guy left, I guess. Bye! Good old counterattack. Alright, Andrew, try to be less dead in the future. if you can help it. Good thing Scott's in the party, because he actually has contextual dialogue around about it being here. Here we go. A lot of scrap and everything. Like I said, we scavenge. It's what we do on Mars. Because everyone's always scarce on resources. Look at me, I'm digging through a pile of dirt right now. Got some poor quality leather and some metal scrap. Case and point. So when you find that sealant or whatever it was, the cooling stuff, the insulation I mean, you pick it up. You don't just abandon it. Hi there, is this the asshole? It's the asshole, isn't it? Final showdown?
What are you doing here?
I was just reading, and I found out. Shit, this is your fault. You knew?
That we're all mutants? Yes, that's the secret. The one we share at initiation and bear into our graves. The one we try to protect at any cost. Do you understand why now?
You, the others. I could see it. I wouldn't even be surprised, but me? Never. I could never be one of those abominations.
We all have the genes that the settlers made. Just like Great Master Ian was. Just like Sean was. Just like Connor, Melvin, Andrew, and I are. You are a mutant, Allan.
Shut up! Not another word!
Well, Mancer. Time to be a dead person. Yay! He's not even very durable. 3 on 1. 3 on 1. Wow, he destroyed Andrew. Andrew, come on, man. Try a little harder than this. I know you're not a real, you're kind of not a real Mancer with real training, but Allan's barely a real Mancer if he doesn't even know the secret. Whoa. Okay, he two-shot me. Okay. So he prances around like a jackass and, like, his AI is crap, so the game has to make up for it by having his stats be comical. Yeah. That's the true Spider's experience. Bound by Flame and this both have that issue of like, we don't know how to make the game interesting and challenging, so what if the enemy took like 50 hits to kill, but they can two-shot you? Yeah, that's fair. That sounds like a fun time. Oop. Ow, whoa. Oh, fuck you. I dodged backwards. And he just two-shot me again. Alright. Frustration time. Allan? Allan. Allan. Sorry, the meme is in my head now. Allan. There we go. What is it, a groundhog that looks like it's saying Allan, I think is the image. I mean, I can just stand here. Nope. Nope. Get your weird long-range pole strikes that do comical amounts of damage away from me. And I'll just calmly wait for my energy to regenerate while I beat your face in with it. Alright. Welcome to the world of easily exploitable AI. Yep. It's okay, I'm moving slowly in a circle. He'd never catch me.
Are you done?
I am sorry, Zach. What have I done? I've tried so hard to destroy you and the others. Wanted so much to be the best, that I ended up rushing my brothers, my sisters, towards their ruin. You were so gifted, so loved by our masters. I hated you and them with a passion, and I could never understand why. I was blind, stuck believing that I deserved to be special. If I only knew that then. He knows, you know, because of me.
You're talking about Victor.
Yes. He was there when we found the documents, and the moment they were in his grasp, he looked at me like a piece of meat and started laughing. The charm melted away and the cruelty came. You have to kill him, Zach, if he survives.
I know. I'll do my duty. Question is, what should we do with you?
He tortured me, almost killed me, but is an eye for an eye really the solution? Everyone deserves a second chance, Zachariah, even the cruelest of men.
Okay, we apparently literally just beat the sense into him. Like He's been a dick the entire game, then we punched him a bit, and then he's like, I'm sorry. I've led all of our brothers to ruin. I was just jealous. I can't believe it's come this far. I realized I've been wrong all along. Like this. This is the most hilariously forced character arc I've seen in a long time, with how little it took for him to just completely do a 180. Oh well. Can I talk to him or leave? Oh, you have to heal him or kill him. Okay. And then he beats me over the face and attacks me, right? Wait, is that it? I just heal him with a prompt and we don't have like a dial. We don't talk about it at all? Like this, no, you can't walk up to him and talk to him? Oh man, okay. Well, we're just gonna leave now. Bye. Well, that's an ending first. Oh, why is there a billion enemies outside? They weren't there a second ago. I guess at least there's a new enemy. These freaky guys that look like they're from Jurassic Park. And they apparently inflict ice on you. They can hit you with a snowball that covers your screen in ice. Because like getting hit by snow apparently instantly causes some kind of negative status effect of being cold, I guess? I don't know. Seems a little silly in the moment. Ow. Oh, you're not on my team. Sorry, there's so many people here, it's hard to tell at first glance. Beat him. Oh, wow, good dodge. He's facing the complete wrong direction, but managed to intercept my attack and dodge it. Bye. Alright, now onto those guys. 2 for 1! Okay, that's way more effective if it actually hits the other enemy.
This is the first I've seen of these creatures in a long time. I was hoping, crossing my fingers, that they were gone.
You know what this is?
Not precisely, but they are variations of Selachimorphic mutations. A group of species on Earth. The settlers must have brought them back for experiments. It is imperative to always have fresh test subjects. But all the turmoil, stress.
We've turned them into something else. That's disturbing. You know of other creatures like this?
When I stayed there, these creatures were everywhere, like a flood. I shudder to remember. I had my inklings there were different versions in the city center, so I could keep my distance.
So, add more to the list. Oh, wow. That death pose. He's just sticking straight up in the air. So I think he's supposed to be flat on the ground, but instead he's perfectly rotated almost 90 degrees. And so he's just, the ground for him is a wall. So add that to the list of things that Scott never deemed necessary to tell us, I guess. Check out that sunbeam, though. Their levels still look cool. I just wish that their story and their combat and everything else about the game was anywhere nearly as cool.
To the ASC. Bridge collapsed behind them, but Victor couldn't have gone too far. Better keep my guard up.
Oh, wow. Did we see any other rovers upstairs besides mine? If not, then if their bridge collapsed behind them, they're kind of screwed. They don't... Unless they can find another way to get their rover out, they won't have a way to return back to the main city. And if that's the case, we could just leave them here to die, and our secret will be safe. And they'll just freeze to death and get killed by all the monsters. Honestly, at this point, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to do that. If we just left, we could all leave in our rover. Victor the asshole dies here in the middle of nowhere. Our secret is safe, and also abundance is in a better situation than we left it in. And everyone lives happily ever after. Maybe we come back a year later to go check out Earth after Victor's dead. Because once he's dead, there's no chance of accidentally letting him come back. And then we can find out what our secret was that was hiding here. Without also risking bringing basically Hitler back to town. There we go. Thank you. Things are pretty locked up around here. Hello. What have we here? Electrical debris. How exciting. Well. Dramatic dome. Here we have it. A lot of enemies down on the front floor. Oh, there's an area back here with a workbench, interestingly enough, on our left. But that's going to be our goal at the end. 2 workbenches. Okay. I guess I'll go left first since there's an area over there.
Damn. More ASC.
We knew they had reached the city, so I can't say it's a surprise.
No, but I hope it's the last time we cross paths with Victor's grunts. Getting pretty sick of their faces.
Now that we're near the end of the game, it's tempting to rush it, but let's go ahead and explore the little nooks and crannies. See what kind of stuff might be stashed around here, or if there's weird encounters or anything. Looks like they're fighting it out again. Wow, that's a big fight, by the way. Like a really big fight. Howdy. Lightning time. Oh, wow. The human outlived the enemy, the other enemy. It's happening again, by the way. Look at that corpse. The corpses just aren't in the right poses. It's weird looking. It's actively weird looking how the corpses just stick up in the air like that because they don't have the right axis for where the floor is. This game, man, it feels so early access. Like, it just does not feel like a finished product. It's kind of embarrassing at this point. I'm blown away by how every single episode I get like 3 things to add to my list of reasons why this game feels like a weird, broken, incomplete mess. And it's just kind of a bummer. I mean, they're an RPG company, and they're a middle tier they're almost vaguely indie-like on their level. And it would be nice to see RPGs flourish from companies that aren't owned by like EA and stuff like that, because BioWare has been going downhill for various reasons because of EA, and I'd like to see other good companies make games like this. And right now, the only real example we have is CD Projekt Red with their Witcher series, and the next games will probably be also great too, but damn, there's a long wait between those games because they take a long time to make, and I don't want them to go faster because CD Projekt Red makes great games at the pace they make them at. But I'd love to have competitive companies also make great stuff too. But unfortunately, they either are compromised by huge publishers that make their games less interesting because they come out too fast or broken or whatever, or you have companies like this that seem to be consistently compromised, and either, I don't know, some of it could be skill and the ability to know how to work with what they've got, but on some level they'd also feel like they're limited by some level of budget, and it would just be nice to see them be able to make higher quality, higher scope games. Or scope isn't even necessary, just higher quality games. But unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get that. Is there anything here? Is it really just some chests and some random fighting? That can't be it, can it? Weird. I say weird just because this game specifically tends to have all these different side paths where there's like an item at the end of each. Usually, like, there's a side quest at the end of each side path, or like a mini boss, or. Huh. It's like a weird superfluous chunk of map. I wonder if it's like some of that previous stuff I encountered in other isolated maps where I kind of suspected that maybe it was like a scrapped content, like something was meant to be there. I don't know, maybe I'll get to the gates up there and they'll be like, this gate won't open until you go to these locations to flip these switches, and then I'll find out the reason I was supposed to go there originally, as opposed to just exploring the way I did. Maybe. Or maybe it's just kind of a weird dead end that has like a couple chests in it for some scrap. Hi there. Here to ruin you. Oh. Wow, I'm missing all of these blocks somehow. I was really blowing it there. Aha! Yeah, that was pretty bad on my part. I was trying to block at the last second to parry, and I was completely failing. You gonna come get me? Oh, can't really see past my own character right now very well. Oh, cool, Andrew's down again. Good job. Oh, where's Scott? I thought I had 2 party members. Where'd he go? Scott? Scott? Oh, he's probably healing me right now. I think that was just him. Oh. Don't heal my enemy on accident, please. I totally just parried a bullet at that guy again. Oh. Over here. There we go. Got anything cool for me, perhaps? Ah, there are more heals. It'll keep me going at the very least. So we have a few different paths we can try to take. This one over here looks like a dead end. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile at the end of it then. Or maybe just another clusterfuck fight at the end. I honestly don't really have a lot of loot, use for loot at the moment. Whoa. Oh god, that was a really weird sight to walk in on. They were all T-posed. Which is, for those who don't know, that's what it looks like when an enemy is not animated. Like their 3D model just kind of stands there for a moment, and that's all you experience. That's what that was just now. I didn't see the humans at first, so I don't even know if they were there at first, or if they had to spawn in a second later. But the aliens were all just standing completely motionless, standing perfectly up in a really weird pose. Man, this is chaos, how many enemies are happening at the same time in a confined space. And of course, in true Spiders fashion, completely arbitrary ones will decide to attack me while everyone else is ignoring me. So half of your survival just comes down to trying to figure out which characters have suddenly decided they're suddenly gonna think you're important. In some cases it's weird because they're in the middle of fighting another enemy, but they'll decide, no, I'm gonna go after you instead of that enemy. And that's always a weird moment. Got you guys. There's locked chests around. It's really weird. So these guys, the ASC, are being attacked by monsters here. So the natural response, in my opinion, would be to barricade yourself up in a certain location so you can minimize casualties. Maybe go to the central location here and all work together, because you guys are armed with guns, so you figure you'd be making some effort to hold off the invasion. Something that I think of is like the fact that like there was the like Mass Effect locations, really, like the towns that'll have like barricades outside of their settlements, try to defend off bad guys because there's like monsters and aliens just outside. This isn't too far off here. We're just right outside. There's a bunch of alien monsters trying to kill everybody. And so you think you just try to create a battlefront where all your guns are on one side pointing the other way to shoot the guys coming at you. But instead they just kind of seem to be randomly clustered around in different intervals, and every single group of them seems to actively be under attack. So that means that everyone past them is actively cut off from the rest. Hey guys, why aren't you guys helping out with all the other guys that are currently being attacked? The fact that you're all here just means that you're recklessly endangering everyone else, so they all can get murdered by those monsters. Maybe we're just learning that Victor's a really bad military leader. Which would make sense, because canonically, I mean, he lost his battle against Aurora, so that doesn't exactly vouch well for his skills. And he couldn't get one Technomancer that wandered away for a bit, so yeah. I guess he just maybe is this stupid that everything around us is going this poorly. Yeah, what would he be looking for anyway? Wasn't he here to try to capture our secret? Because he has our secret now, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, are all these soldiers spaced out because they're actively searching for something? Even that's a bad idea, because the smart thing to do is still to try to clear the entire base of its various monster inhabitants, which you would do systematically room by room, reinforcing each other to minimize casualties, because even if you don't care about the casualties, if you're a total scumbag, you still have to deal with the fact that we're so far from abundance that if you lose people, you're not going to have more people to do the thing you want them to do. So you need to minimize casualties, even if you don't care about humans and they're just a resource to you. They're still a limited resource that you have to maintain. So it doesn't make sense to have them randomly scattered throughout all these enemies like this. Can I walk through here, or is there an invisible? There's an invisible wall. It doesn't make sense to be just recklessly losing all of your soldiers the way they are right now, but he's doing it. I think these really are just rooms that have a few healing items over and over again. Yeah. They ran out of steam pretty hard with this one, didn't they? Definitely getting those Bound by Flame vibes, where by the end of the game there just wasn't content. And what content was there was really awkwardly spaced out and devoid of interesting stuff.
Technomancer. I was wondering if you'd make it this far, but I must admit you're particularly sharp. For a mutant. You are too late. I've already discovered the dark secret that your kind has hidden for so long. However, this city, amazing, isn't it? So full of wonders. A complex of keys to a brand new world.
That doesn't matter. You're not gonna live to see it.
Really? Do you intend to kill me? Like that poor boy Jeff? You won't get the opportunity, I'm afraid. My men are a little bit on edge after what you did to their comrade. Now, if you would be so kind, I'm going to pry that last secret out of the belly of this city. The one that will give me a hero's welcome back at Abundance. Help me impose a new world order. Farewell, Zachariah. Chin up. Thanks to your hard work, Abundance will now have a bigger, brighter future.
Alright, so there's still room for a final confrontation with Victor, but it still feels weird, like really strange. Because, like, what if he does die here? Then there will be no feedback or follow-up to that whole quest I did to try to get him deposed. Because he will have just kind of come here. But then the only way to have that quest matter would be to let him survive this quest. Which maybe I don't have a choice there, or maybe he has to live. And then maybe we go back and have like a military tribunal or some nonsense. It is just a weird structure. Ah, crap. That happened. There's a lot going on when there's that many enemies. Go back in there, it's fine. We'll get them all. And we press the B button. Whoa. Oh, I have to run forward a little bit. There we go. Alright, watch out for the grenades, because they like to throw them a lot last time. Oop. And beat the crap out of this one guy specifically. Oop. Nope, nope. There we go. Oh, he did not get interrupted at all. That's bad for me. Ow. Ow, crap. Yeah, this becomes chaos pretty quickly with this many enemies. Thankfully, like, this is part of the reason why I like investing in my giant AoE attack, is to specifically try to thin the herds in these situations. Counter! There we go, we should be winning now. It's just one dude. Ow. There we go. And it looks like he ran off. Why was there an explosion up there? That was weird. Someone just randomly threw a grenade at nothing over there? Because there's no fight happening. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the story plays out. But it's still... it just feels weird. The story feels so weird. The lack of immediate payoff of the part where I see Descent throughout the entire city as a mandatory, not side, but mandatory quest. Feels totally at odds with this weird expedition we're having here that doesn't seem to even acknowledge the other storyline happening. It's weird. Is it 3 on 3?
Sorry to bother you, but I'm gonna have to stop you right there.
I have to admit, even after everything, you are still full of surprises. Such tenacity. Scott. I figured someone had to lead little Zachariah to the right spot. What are you doing with this strayed dog? You were the first modern scientist to discover the secret of the Technomancers. And although I haven't read all your research, I can say that I'm quite the fan. Come, join me in Abundance, and I'll find you a comfy chair near the head of the table.
You have the charming rhetoric of the empty promises of an amateur tyrant. You think yourself better than people, but you have no idea. Technomancers are the future of the human race, and you... How dare you? You can't believe the audacity. Zachariah's like a son to me. You, sir, are a raving simpleton.
Thanks, Scott, but I'm afraid insults won't cut it this time. Your path ends here, Victor.
We'll see about that.
Alright. You just gonna hang out over there? Oh, okay, now we're fighting. I was like, I was like, are we actually just gonna stand here for a while? I wasn't gonna be the first one. Boom, boom. Ow. That hurts a lot. Ow. Counter. Quick heal. Blow him away. I've got heals for days. What are you gonna do about it? Counter. I'm about to get hit in the back of the head with a giant pipe. Ow. He's rapid fire right now, isn't he? Ah, crap, I'm about to die. Quickly heal. Ah, crap. 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 That's some rapid fire attacks here. I'm done healing already? I just used a heal, and I barely got health for it. Teammates, please. Oh, one of them's down already. Ah, crap. Where's my healing? I keep healing. God damn it. Blah, blah, blah. Just take him out. Just take him out. Just take him out. Maybe if I go fast enough, he won't lose all my teammates immediately. I'm just trying really hard to go fast here. Come on, finish him off, finish him off, finish him off. There we go. 2-on-1. Fuck this guy. Heal as fast as possible. As the camera clips through the environment, because the camera is just on the long list of things that are designed terribly. Seriously, this is a small circular room for a super important end of the storyline boss fight, and if you're on half of the map using your lock-on camera, the fucking camera clips through the walls, making it hard to see. How does that make it past testing? Ow. He's very focused on me right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that happen. I don't think he can even hurt me when I'm blocking, can he? But the moment I stop blocking, he could one-shot me and take me out. But otherwise, I can just sit here and watch as Andrew just pummels away at him, because apparently Andrew doesn't exist in his world. Okay. I'm cool with that. I'll let that happen. I'll let this be my reality. Let's watch the amazing AI as it slowly gets pummeled to death by a character it refuses to acknowledge. Come on, Andrew. Step up the pace. Okay, come on. Except now Andrew's shitty AI is also not fighting correctly. You have to hit the enemy, Andrew. Not the empty space where he's not. Look at that. He doesn't give a shit. He's not fighting back at all.
Tyrant is dead. Not by force, but by his health. How ironic, the commander of armies and persecutor of thousands, sabotaged by his own heart.
That's a twist I'll live with.
I wonder where the exact point in this game was where my opinion completely plummeted.
Can't say for sure, but I can feel the tremors from here. Let's move. Heart of the city, now.
My opinion of this game fell so hard. But damn, yeah, I don't even care anymore. I'm totally cool with just shitting on this game for the rest of the playthrough. I'm fine. Someone will get mad at me. I don't really care anymore. It's fine. Because Jesus Christ, man. Somebody always thinks every game's amazing, but what the fuck? Look at that. Is he dead, by the way? I can't drain his I can't drain him. I took all of his stuff. We seem to be acknowledging him as if he's dead. But he's still clearly moving. Look at that very exaggerated breathing animation. Alright. I assume the story thinks he's dead now, because it'd be weird if he didn't. If he is dead, then man, yeah, they squandered opportunity with that whole assembly situation. There should really be some kind of trial or showdown regarding as like some sort of follow-up to that. But also, that was a hilarious boss fight, just watching Andrew stand there and just pummel him for the entire boss fight. And like he just doesn't react at all to the guy that's slowly killing him, while I just circle strafe backwards while blocking and not fighting him. Oh, that shouldn't be possible. It's not like I used provoke. I didn't like do an aggro skill on him. Like that scenario should not be possible. Somebody shouldn't be able to get slowly killed by an NPC that they refuse to acknowledge, like in the most passive aggressive death ever. All right, let's go in there, Andrew.